Many men don't care, but for most people this is an absolute nightmare. Putting off their shirt on the beach. If you go to holiday in August or September, you have 4 to 8 weeks left. And I will not tell you that you can get from a super obese body to a Baywatch physique in that short period of time. But I will tell you that you can get way leaner, way better looking, less bloated, and you can feel way more comfortable in that short period of time. In this video, I'll show you how I would approach the next 4 to 8 weeks if the goal is to lose as much fat as realistically possible before vacation, because it's not too late. And at the end, I have a gift for you that you can apply today. The difference between the men who actually change and the men who restart every summer is usually not knowledge. Most men know they should move more, most men know they should train more, and most men also know they should eat better. The biggest difference is not knowledge, it's execution. The men who get results build their day in a way that makes it much easier to succeed. For example, if you get home from work and sit on the couch and relax before you want to go to the gym, you already made it 10 times harder to succeed. But if the gym bag is already in your car and the gym is on your way home from work, the decision is almost made for you. That's the kind of stuff we will talk about in this video. Yes, I will show you how to structure your nutrition. Yes, I will show you how to implement steps, activity and training properly. But more importantly, I will show you how to structure that in a way that you can actually follow it and apply it to your lifestyle. Because knowing what to do means nothing if your everyday life always pulls you back into old habits. Now, before we talk about calories, steps and training, we need to be realistic. 4 to 8 weeks is not a very long time. And if you're carrying around a lot of body fat, I will not tell you that you can reach a beach body, shredded, stage-ready physique in that short period of time. We need to stay realistic. However, that does not mean that nothing is impossible. In 4 to 8 weeks, you can still reach a lot. Your stomach can get flatter, you can have less water retention, feel less bloated, your waist can come down, your face can get leaner, your posture can improve, and more importantly, your mindset can change completely. So the goal is to look and feel significantly better in vacation. So now how do we get there? The main principle is simple. The best strategy is usually a combination of increased activity and reduced calories. And it's easier than you think. If you only reduce calories, most men have to push their food very, very low if they want fast enough results. And if you're used to eating a lot, this is gonna be very heavy. The other extreme can be also problematic. If you only increase your activity but stay at the old calories, most men have to do a lot of activity. Much more than they can realistically handle and much more than they want to handle. So instead of making one side extreme, you can combine both. Reduce your calories enough to make progress and increase your activity enough to make the deficit easier. So the nutrition controls the intake and the activity pushes the output. Together, it becomes very powerful and realistic. This is the foundation of this whole plan. Let's start with the nutrition approach, and don't panic. It's easier than you think. You don't need a complicated meal plan with 20 recipes. It's actually a very simple strategy. I talked about that exact strategy in my intermittent fasting video, and it's actually the better alternative to intermittent fasting, and I called it the 4P method. The idea is simple. You have 4 protein feedings a day. Not 3, not 5, 4. And even if you fast in the morning, that does not change the fact that you're going to have 4 protein feedings a day. There are 2 reasons why I like 4 protein feedings a day. The first one is muscle protein synthesis. And research clearly shows that the muscle protein synthesis gets stimulated in the best way if we have several feedings a day and not just cramming everything into 1 or 2 meals per day. So you give your body repeated signals to maintain or build muscles, and it fits very well into a normal day. The second reason is hunger. When you're dieting, hunger management becomes crucial. And protein is one of the most filling macronutrients. So if every feeding has a proper protein source, you usually feel more stable, you have less cravings, you snack less, and you don't walk around the whole day and feel like you're starving. A simple setup could look like this. Feeding 1 could be a Greek yogurt with berries. Feeding 2 could be a protein shake. Feeding 3, a smaller high protein meal like chicken salad or eggs with vegetables. And feeding 4, one large dinner with a high quality protein source, vegetables, and a carb source like potatoes, rice, pasta or bread, depending on your calories. For most men, this works perfectly, also from my own experience in coaching, because you don't waste random calories throughout the day and you have actually a lot of space for a big meal in the evening that really saturates you and you felt like you ate something. And with this structure, it's very simple to land somewhere between 1,800 and around 2,200 calories. For the majority of men, that is enough to lose a significant amount of fat in a pretty short period of time. Of course, the exact number depends on your body weight, your body fat percentage, your height, sometimes your genetics, your metabolism, and your overall activity. But for almost every man out there, this will work perfectly. And don't ignore liquid calories. Also, alcohol belongs into that category. If your vacation is in 6 weeks and you're still drinking a lot every weekend, you should not be surprised if your stomach doesn't get flatter. Now let's talk about your activity. My baseline recommendation is 8,000 steps a day, in the best case even 10K. This is one of the easiest and most underrated ways to increase your calories expenditure while not destroying your recovery or doing something super exhausting. You can integrate it in your life by walking after meals, taking calls while you're walking, park further away, walk in the morning, walk in the evening, just walk more. And if your steps are still too low, you can add some moderate cardio additionally. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. Ideally, you're in zone 2, do it 3 to 4 times a week, 30 minutes with 60 to 75% of your maximum heart rate. And that is relaxed, that does not destroy you, but it still burns a lot of calories and helps you lose fat faster. But strength training is the part that actually makes your fat loss look good. I would recommend doing at least 2 hypertrophy-based workouts per week. If your schedule allows it, you can even do it 3 to 4 times a week. And that does not have to be a crazy bodybuilding split. You just need to make sure that you hit every muscle twice a week. Muscles also have metabolic benefits. They help you with glucose uptake, insulin sensitivity, carbohydrate storage, performance in training, and body composition. And obviously, visually it makes a big difference. 2 people can have the same body weight, but the one with more muscles looks leaner, more aesthetic, healthier, and is usually more confident. So during these 4 to 8 weeks, we don't just chase a number on the scale, we train to make the end result look better. And now we get to the part that most people skip, but probably this is the most important part. Because your plan can be perfect on paper, but if your day is structured around comfort, convenience, and a relaxed life that doesn't allow any kind of activity, you will fail, I can already tell you. The first tip is what I said before: take your gym bag to work. This is one of the biggest game changers that helped me so often in the past and my clients as well. So if you don't work from home, don't go home first. Go to the gym on your way home. Once you go home and sit down, check your phone, eat something, you will be very likely to skip the gym. At least many people have that issue. My second tip, and this is even better, I would recommend this even more: train in the morning. That's a real game changer, and you can combine it with my tip: just do it on your way to work. I used to work in the gym, and always at 6 a.m. there were so many people, so many men who went to work, and on their way to work they just went to the gym. It sounds crazy, but trust me, on the long term this will give you energy levels that will boost your energy levels, and you will feel much better at work. You will have more power, you will think more clearly, and you started the day with a win. And the good thing is, when you feel tired after work, you don't need to go to the gym. It makes it way easier to not skip it. Third tip, and I see this so often: don't be a perfectionist. Forget this all or nothing mentality. If something comes between, if you have difficulties, if you have a super stressful day, move the workout to another day or just make a shorter workout. So instead of 60 minutes, train 40 minutes. That's still much better than nothing, and it's the best you can do. Even I, on my level of training, I don't have this all or nothing mindset. It's very toxic, and when you cannot stick to a certain routine, you just tend to throw everything away and waste it. And that's not healthy and not realistic, because you need to be aware that things don't always go perfect. There will be always challenges in life, because I can tell you something from 8 years of training experience. life is unpredictable. The circumstances will never be perfect. So go away with this all or nothing mindset. You need to change that. Tip number 4, don't sit on the couch before your training and steps are not done. When most men sit down, their day is gone, their day is over. So first do the work and then sit on the couch and relax, because then you have really deserved it. Tip number 5, repeat your meals. You don't need extra fancy, crazy recipes every day. Just pick a few meals that you actually like, that you actually enjoy, that fit into your life, and repeat them over and over again. The fewer decisions you need to make, the easier it becomes to stay consistent. And tip number 6, plan the weekends before the weekend start. Because I know so many people, so many of my guys in the past that failed on the weekends. Also take the weekend seriously. These are also just normal days. So think about it before. Are you going to drink? Are you going to eat out? Because all of that is possible, but you need to stay in a calorie deficit. Otherwise you can destroy your whole progress from Monday to Friday within one Saturday evening or Sunday. Plan it in advance and you're on the safe side. So to summarize it once again, it's very simple. If your vacation starts in 4 to 8 weeks, apply this. Reduce your calories, but don't starve yourself. Take the 8K to 10K steps. If you cannot do it, add some extra cardio. Train every muscle twice a week. Do resistance training at least 2 times a week. Use the 4P method every day. Leave 3 to 5 hours between meals. Plan your day so you can actually follow the routine over a long time. And don't let the weekends destroy your whole progress. And now, as promised, I have a gift for you that you can apply today. The first link in the description is a form. You need to fill it out. Based on the data, I will send you a customized blueprint that shows you exactly how you get as shredded as realistically possible before your next vacation. This is completely for free, and I will personally go through the data from the form, and for a selected group of people where I think it makes most sense, I will reach out personally. That selected group will get the opportunity to hop on a free holiday check call with me, in which we will discuss your training and nutrition strategy personally based on your individual situation. Because my goal here is not that you watch the video, feel motivated for 10 minutes and then do nothing. I actually want you to go out with an exact plan what to do, and that you can start today. So click the first link in the description, fill out the form and receive your free customized blueprint today. Thank you so much for your support. If you like the video, press the like button, comment the video if there's anything you want to share. I will check all the comments personally. Thanks for all your support. I really appreciate you. Let's get shredded this summer, and don't forget to stay disciplined.